time to wake up. For what is reality? Obviously, no one can say. Reality isn't material, that's just an idea. Reality isn't spiritual, that's just an idea. Reality is...
Peace, peace. You're tuned into On Beat with OHLOW, coming to you live from Radio Fairfax here in Fairfax, VA. I've got another full house today, man. I'm going to start to my left. I got my man, JB. I'll let everybody introduce yourself, actually. To my left.
Hey, John Beckham. What's up, OHLOW?
What's going on, man? Thanks for coming out. Behind you, we got my man. I used to call you Natural E, but now you switched it up a little bit, man. You're taking it back. This is Natural E MC.
What's going on? Oh, thanks for having us.
It used to be Natural E, right? Next, well, go ahead, E. You never talk on this show, man. So today I want you to be more active, man. We got your brother in the studio.
I'm here on the show way too much.
No, not enough, man. Nah,
I love this place.
That's what's up, man.
Just call me E. That's probably the easiest.
Natural EMC. That's what we're going by. To your left, we got Alex. Alex is, what's your last name, man? Nakley?
Nakley, yeah.
Nakley.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess it up, man. Alex Nakley. Introduce yourself, man. Let people know who you are.
I'm Alex Nakley. I play guitar. Yeah, I don't know. I'm digging the crickets in the background. That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
this is actually produced by
yeah.
Natural EMC
no way.
behind you.
I get it. It's like nature sounds. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It goes with the name, with the whole flavor. Yeah, no, I play guitar and write songs. And Kevin we're working on producing an album right now. So, or he's
You're working with KPJ, yeah.
KPJ.
And to your left, we got my man KPJ.
Kevin Peter Jones here in the house, drummer, producer. Alex here, he's quite a musician, so you're going to hear him today.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So this is your new artist.
Exactly.
Alex.
Yes.
That's cool. And we're going to get into a live track in a minute, but I want to finish introductions, man. Behind you, we got Joe Mays. This is your first time in the studio. Step up to the mic, man. This is Natural E's, your Natural E's brother.
Yeah, and then when we're together, actually, we're called Chieflow.
Chieflow. He always talks about Chieflow, but this is the first time you guys are in the studio together. Welcome, man. Thanks for coming out. To your left, we got my man Armin.
Hey,
what's going on, Armin?
Armin Modur. How you doing?
Engineer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do a lot of engineering, do a lot of computer stuff, help people with their computer issues and getting their sound right through them. So.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And next to you, there's another engineer, man, my man Kount Fif.
Peace, peace.
Peace. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming out, man. We've been trying to connect for years now, man.
Yeah, man. It's finally getting it in, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Another engineer, producer, recording engineer. I mean, recording extraordinaire, man, because you got awesome sound, man. In my opinion, you got one of the best sounds in the area right now, man.
Respect, man. Salute.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking music today. I'm going to start with you, man, since we're right here. Let people know, man. Give people a little history about yourself, man. Give people your background. I know you've been a producer since you were a kid, and then you got into engineering after you went to school.
Yeah, I went to Full Sail University in 02, graduated in 03. Came back to the area, linked up with a cat that ran a record label. It's Man Bites Dog Records. I've been a part of that label for a long time. Doing it big, kind of doing my own thing right now, but you know, I've worked with artists like Nas, whole album with Killer Priest from Wu-Tang, artists like Vast Air, underground, you know, hip hop scene, a lot of New York rappers.
Yeah, that's what's up, and I guess your list is extensive, man, because when I looked you up the other day, you've worked with a lot more. I mean, those are some big names right there, especially Nas. I mean, that's huge, man.
Yeah.
But you've worked with a lot of MCs and thorough MCs too. It's not just like, you know, MC Joe Blow, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
these are some thorough names, man.
I started off as a rapper, man. Started writing early, high school and stuff like that. So, you know, listening to a vast variety of different rappers from all over the country and all over the world even. So I'm very critical, man. I like to work with you know, very lyrical dudes.
Are you from the area?
I am, Fairfax.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Fairfax Hospital. I mean, I grew up in the country, out in like Warrenton and stuff. Went to high school out there, but...
Yeah, and I met you through Better, actually.
Yeah,
that's where you met Better out there, huh? Yeah, okay, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Again, man, this is On Beat with OHLOW. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and Alex and KPJ are going to do something live for us. We'll be right back. Peace.
Keeping the First Amendment alive. We are WEBR, Fairfax County's cable access and internet radio station.
Peace, peace. This is DJ OHLOW coming to you live from Radio Fairfax. We got KPJ, Kevin Peter Jones, and Alex doing something live for us.
Oh, please excuse me, I must have forgotten to inform you that I'm human too. Just like everybody else, I have very simple wants and needs. The top of that list is you. But I'm everyone's second man. Seems like I'm immune to love. See it all around me, and I ask myself, have I accidentally let my guard up? But I know I told you that I think I liked you, and you told me you liked me too. And I know you told me that you dreamed about me, so why can't we see this one through? 'Cause this small commodity ain't much to you, but it's a real thing to me. I know I should be more grown up about it, if only I weren't so lonely. If only I weren't so lonely. I can feel it coming now and again, a complete disregard for you and your thoughts. I thought we were on the same page, but babe, you're a whole different book. This wouldn't bother me so much if I ever got around to reading anything at all, but I've got no one to call my own. I swear sometimes I'm better off alone. It's where I seem to stay. But I know I told you that I think I liked you, and you told me you liked me too. And I know you told me that you dreamed about me, so why can't we see this one through? 'Cause this small commodity ain't much to you, but it's a real thing to me. I know I should be more grown up about it, if only I weren't so lonely.
That's what's up, man. That was Alex Nakley and Kevin Peter Jones. I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. This is On Beat with OHLOW. Peace.
Fighting Radio Pablum in the No Guts Washington radio market. We're WEBR, Fairfax's cable access radio station.
Peace, peace. This is DJ OHLOW coming to you live from Radio Fairfax here in Fairfax, VA. You just heard Alex Nakley. What, I thought you were telling me no or something.
No, I was waving.
I thought I said your name wrong, man.
No, you got it. Yeah, I was just waving.
I was talking to KPJ earlier about names, man. I'm bad with names. I'm real bad with names. I'm good with faces, but bad with names, man.
Yeah.
So I thought I got your name wrong. But Alex Nakley.
Yes, correct.
And you're from Fairfax too, right?
Well, I go to Mason, but I'm actually from Botetourt, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
It's like 3.5 hours south of here.
Southern
it's
VA.
Kinda middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. There's a lot of good football players down there, though, man.
Yeah.
I know where you're at.
There was this kid that went to my high school who was giant. He was ridiculous, like 6'5". He was like strap refrigerators to his back and around. It was ridiculous, man.
They breed them down there, man.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about, man.
Something in the water, I guess.
You and KPJ are doing a new project, right?
Yeah, definitely. He's helping me out. We met at a place called Epicure.
Okay, right here in Fairfax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Gus.
And I was opening the show, and he was like, "Hey man, mind if I play a couple tunes with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then he ended up playing half the show with me, and he had never heard my songs before, and he was like, it amazed me how quickly he was able to pick it up, and I was like, wow.
KBJ's a pro, man.
He definitely is a pro. And he gave me his business card, and I was like, oh, I'll hear from him soon. And I didn't hear from him for like 4 months. And then he calls me up one day and he's like, hey man, sorry, I've been like doing business in LA or whatever. But we should get together and jam sometime. And I was like, oh, I guess that's just how he rolls, you know?
Speaking of LA, KPJ, I know you got the NAMM show coming up.
NAMM show, yes, coming up January 2014.
But you also have, in 2014, you have a big show coming up at Blues Alley.
Big show, yeah. 4 nights, 8 performances with my Grammy Award-winning lineup of musicians.
Yeah, you can drop names, man. Let us know.
5 Grammy guys in there. We got Dean Brown on guitar, Lenny Castro on percussion, Eric Marienthal, who's a saxophone player with Chick Corea. We got Jeff Lorber. Jeff Lorber's done a lot of worked with a lot of rappers too. He's got a lot of beats.
Oh, okay.
And Randy Brecker, trumpet player. These are all Grammy Award-winning players and cats I've known throughout the years. So this performance, Blues Alley is absolutely excited about it. We're going to...
And what are the dates again? Is that the 16th to the 19th?
16, 17, 18, 19th, Blues Alley, yeah.
4 nights.
4 nights, 2 shows a night. It's gonna be
2 shows a night. So you're doing 8 shows total.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's big, man.
And we're looking at recording it, so live from Blues Alley, KPJ.
That's going to be dope, man. And this is Blues Alley right here in D.C.
Yeah, it's really exciting time. Yep.
Yeah, good stuff, man. And then and you're also going to be at the NAMM show, hopefully performing again.
Yep, the NAMM show, right? And I've got some friends coming out, but after that, we're heading out to Hawaii, going to play on
Not
Waikiki
we,
Beach.
man. I wish it was
you,
we.
man. I
know.
invited you.
I wish it was we, man.
Yeah.
I can't go. You're going out to
Well,
Hawaii.
then we're going to play at the Pro Bowl, the parties before the Pro Bowl, because they're doing the Pro Bowl on the 26th of January.
I wish I was going with you, man. That's what's up, man.
You can still go, man.
Next year, man. I can't this year, man.
We'll find out. Is Evan going? We don't know yet.
E? Yeah, I mean, hopefully,
E.
man. E went with us last year, man. He held it down last year for us.
That's right.
Drum Tech.
Did you see this poster he did?
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you
amazing.
about that, yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and hold it up, and I'm going to plug it in the video
sorry
as
to
well.
Cover you guys, but right here, this is the Evan poster. He's not only a fine musician, but he's an artist. This is incredible. He hand drew this thing. And
that's for the show, for the Blues
for
Alley
show. Yeah, Blues Alley show. So
that's what's up, man. E,
really
if you can come up, I'm going to ask you about that in a second, too. But I wanted to ask John Beckham, man, over here. What'd you think about that performance, man? Because you play acoustic guitar as well.
I thought it was great. That was just one take. They just got up, played it,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
what's
it
up,
when
man.
musicians just get up and play and they're done. They don't have to sit there and sound check for 20 minutes. They just played and that was it.
I'm
Great.
sick of sound checks, man. Yeah, so many sound checks in my life, man. But that's what's up, man. So tell us about your group, man. Lowercase Letters, man. What's up with Ben Tufts, man? He's another ill drummer, man. I like that guy a lot too.
This last summer, we took our first tour down to South by Southwest. Played 3 showcases down there. Played 4 cities on the way down there. Got to open up for Talib Kweli, which was really nice.
Oh, that's dope, man.
We finished recording our album in the summer. It's now up with a guy named Alan Douches in New York, getting mastered.
Okay.
I'll have it back.
When is it going to be ready for release?
It'll be ready for release once it's mastered, but we still are in a gray area of who's going to help us put it out.
Okay.
So,
but is it going to be 2013 or 2014?
It's probably going to end up being probably the first quarter of 2014.
Oh, okay, perfect.
We got to get distribution and marketing together.
Yeah. And what are you guys thinking about, man? That's something else I wanted to ask you about. What are you guys going to do to distribute this album?
So we need help. I mean,
we all need help, man. That's why we're here. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we're at the point now where we have a really good production team. We have engineers and producers all around the country that could help us.
Yeah.
But they're musicians and creatives. They're not the people that can go talk to people and distribute the record and marketing. That's like a business aspect of things.
You need green lighters, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, man. We were just talking about. I was talking to KPJ about Kickstarter. Anybody know about Kickstarter.com?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to even plug it in or anything. I don't want to, advocate for them or whatever. But it's, in my opinion, it's a pretty good website for starving artists, man. Anybody know about it, actually? Anybody want to speak on it? Anybody, just jump in. Kickstarter.com.
Kickstarter is a forum where you essentially have a campaign that you blast online to all of your friends and family, and hopefully they blast it out as well. You raise money. When you hit your goal, there's different kinds of levels. So, hey, if you give $10, we'll give you a free CD and a free poster. If you give $20, we'll give you a free signed CD and you can come to a show for free. If you give $100, we'll bring you into the studio with us. And it's a way to generate funds for whatever project that you have.
I got a question, man, because we're trying to figure this out. And so when you say when you reach your goal, basically you're asking people for money for a project.
Yeah.
And so when people give you money, is that a loan? Do you have to pay that back?
There's other sites. For Kickstarter, you have to hit your goal, or that money is not applicable anymore. You get the people. So if I gave you $10, that $10 will come.
It's a
back
charity,
to me,
though. It's a donation.
Unless you hit your goal, you have to hit your goal though.
Okay.
So that $10 comes back to me if you don't hit your goal.
Oh, okay. But if that person hits the goal, then it's just a donation. It's not like a loan where you got to pay it back. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Good thing to know, man. This show is all about independent artists. And like you said, man, we all need help, man. We're all trying to find ways to get our music out, distribution, get money. It's all about that money, man. But if people wanted to check you out, man, let people know where they can find you online.
Personally, at johnbeckhammusic.com. It has a bunch of projects that I've worked on over the years. Lowercase Letters Music is the project that I'm working on now. We're playing at the Rock and Roll Hotel November 29th.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, Friday, November 29th. That's where the first time we'll be live. We're playing at your aunt's block party at an undisclosed location in 2.5 weeks, though. So.
Yeah, that's what's up too, man.
Yeah,
that's
but we can't speak on that one.
Yeah, nah, that's cool. I mean, yeah, I already know, man. That's undercover, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good time though, too, man.
I'm looking forward to it. Supposedly, Hillary Clinton's ex-administrative staff's son, who's 10 years old, is going to open up the show with his 10-year-old band. So
that's what's up, man. Yo, that block right there where they live, that's the elite of DC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You already know, man. You've been out that way, man. Anyways, man, I'm gonna get into your track. Actually, it's called "Across the Sky."
Yep. This is the 10th, the last. We have 10 songs on the album. This is the last one. It's kind of mellow, but it's really dynamic, and it really highlights our singer, who's bomb. Alfie is really great.
Alfie, she's dope, man. In my opinion, again, she's dope. You know, we got to see you guys live right here in Fairfax. It was a year ago. You believe that? Time flies, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna get into this track. This is the new joint, the new single, "Across the Sky." We'll be right back. Peace.
Hey, don't wanna talk about it today. Don't go on about it. We lost the sight, and we did it right our names across the sky. Now I wanna have it out high. All I know is that cry, and we did it right our names across the sky. Maybe if we only don't know all that could be different. When the freedom comes resistance in a drunken lust, you show me craving, but we did it right our names to take. We fall, we crawl, we fall, we crawl. Now our knees are raw. We probably should give up off the ground. God, why won't you give me what?
Peace. This is DJ OHLOW coming to you live from Radio Fairfax here in Fairfax, VA. We got Natural Ease Group, Chieflow, doing something live for us.
Up late at my bedside, and I'm getting red hot, trying to write a lullaby for you. Up late at my bedside, no
That's what's up, man. That's Chieflow. That's Natural EMC and Joe Mays. I got to take a quick break for PSAs, and we'll be right back. Peace. What you hear in the background right now, what you just heard actually, was instrumental by my man K5, Kount Fif. It's F-I-F, huh? That's what JB was just telling me, man. He said it's not fifth, it's actually F-I-F.
Yeah, you can pronounce it either way, but you know, I spell it K-Fif.
That's what's up, man. And the reason I played that instrumental is because you're a producer, engineer, and I wanted people to hear your sound. You know what I'm saying? So if people wanted to find you online, man, if people wanted to I mean, I can't talk about selling, obviously, but if people wanted beats, if people wanted recording time, can they hit you up?
Absolutely. KountFif@gmail. I mean, you can check my SoundCloud out. It's Kount-Fif on SoundCloud. I mean, we got the YouTube channel, Kount Fif, Twitter @KountFif, Facebook, all of that.
And you do recording, engineering,
I do recording,
mastering, everything, and production,
and
arrangements, everything.
Everything. You need a lick on your, you know, I play drums, keys.
Oh, there you go, man.
Anything like
you
that.
You do it all, huh?
Yeah, man.
Quincy Jones.
That's it.
That's yeah, right. That's what's up,
like
man.
That.
So again, man, you know, this is a question for everybody, and I'm gonna start with you, man. But you know, again, we're all independent artists, man. We're all looking for listenership, and we're all looking for the audience. We're looking for fans, for a fan base. What do you do exactly as a producer, as an artist? I know you have a lot of friends that make music. So what do you guys do in general to get your music out?
Well, social networks is big. You know, we mentioned before something like if you wanted to do like a Kickstarter or even like a company like TuneCore. You can get all your music out there. TuneCore is really great. You know, I check out the website. I'm not going to really talk too much about it, but you know, check it out for yourself because it gets, I mean, established artists, platinum selling, gold selling recording artists still even use TuneCore to this day. It's TuneCore. Check that website out. You know, digital distribution. You know, iTunes. You know,
you use the I know CD Baby has like a package.
CD Baby, yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah,
they have a great package. You know, you can get your stuff made at disc makers and then promote it through CD Baby or whatnot. You know, I used to go through N-Grooves. Universal was our digital distribution, and then we used to work with Fat Beats as well. But that's
R.I.P. Fat Beats, huh?
Yeah,
I know,
right.
man. Those were the days.
Man.
But you know, Armin brought something up during the break, man. You were talking about how engineers have to change. Say it again, man. You say it.
So it's basically a situation where because of the marketing, your engineering almost has changed based on that. Because obviously a lot of bands think they can do it on their own, not to mention the equipment has become extremely expensive since the time I started, which, you know, 25 years ago, it would have cost me thousands of dollars to build a studio. And these days I can walk in and pretty much buy the equipment, you know, I don't want to say it's cheap, but you know, 10 grand's a lot cheaper than it was spending $250,000.
It takes you a lot further today. Yeah,
it takes you a
right.
lot further. And of course, as an individual band, when I used to manage bands and actually run around as a sound engineer, I carried a tremendous amount of equipment that cost me a lot of money. And we try to produce our own stuff. And it just
so you used to record on the spot, huh?
Yeah. Used to record on the spot.
Go to live shows and just record.
Because you just didn't have the time.
Old school.
Nor did you have the time to go into a studio or have the money.
Can you just aim that mic?
Pay for a studio.
You could just aim it towards you. Yeah, perfect.
So that's, you know, you have that kind of situation going on. Well, what's going on now is you've got this situation where you've got social media, and you've got no money coming in to help you produce, and there's no money that's actually going out to actually publicize the bands, because the companies that would do that, that's not how they're doing. And that's why you see ticket prices going through the roof for big concerts, because that's the only place they can make money.
It's great. I'm glad you brought that up, because there was a concert this past week, and I'm not going to say who it was, but It was actually a couple weeks ago, and the ticket prices were 3 times the amount that it was last year, just last year. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about, too. And nobody supported it because it was just ridiculous, and their lineup wasn't even that good. Nobody wanted to see the people that were in that lineup. And actually, like 2 days before the show, this is a big event, too. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. 2 days before the show, they canceled it. And it's just like, it's sad to see something like that happen, man. But I know exactly what you're talking about. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
That's the problem. So a lot of things you see, these Kickstarter type situations, and a classic example of this in our recent history here has been a band out of New York, Brazilian Girls. And they literally, literally had decided that they were going to break up, not do anything, and so on and so forth. But their fan base was so strong, they said, well, let's see if we can pull from our fan base. And so they did a gigantic live show sort of on the internet, sort of as like a Kickstarter to get donations. And they thought they were going to get, 100,000 maybe at the most if they were lucky, 10,000 if they were thinking, their goal was to get 100,000. 1.4 million later.
Wow. And how long did that take? Do you know how long it took?
24 hours.
No way, man. 1.4 in 24 hours?
It was crazy. It was amazing.
And what did they use
exactly? They used the internet. They used a full-blown webcast, and they basically, every single person that put in money, they took their name, they had a gigantic show
Brazilian
going
girls.
on.
That's probably how I heard of them, was after that.
They put this thing. So now they can afford to go and do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
They're basically, that's what they're doing.
Because they're big now. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I've heard of them, man.
They're good. They're a great show. But so like I said, but that's a way of using social media in a totally new aspect of helping a band being able to produce and be able to produce quality artistry.
And back to what you were saying about the equipment, man. You said that 10,000 takes you a lot further today than it did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And I've asked everybody about this before, but I'm gonna ask you again. Do you like this digital age that we're in right now? Do you? I know a lot of people like myself. I miss recording analog onto tape. I just miss that sound. I like the wetness of the recording. And digital recording in my eyes today lacks that. You have to add that. You know what I mean?
It's so funny because I came from an aspect that when I was doing analog, I could hardly wait to get to digital.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, digital's gonna be the way to do it. I can do all this. And now it's like my ears are back going, man, I like that raw sound.
It's faster now. It's faster. It's more convenient. But I think now we're at a point too, because when everything starts to convert to digital format, I can hear the difference. You can hear how some of the lows were cut out. You can hear some of the highs are like way too clean. It just doesn't sound right. But I kind of got over it after a while because it's been such a long time. It's been what, 15 years now, at least 17 years since people don't record on wax anymore. People don't make tapes anymore. But what I was trying to get at is where's your ear now, man? Like, can you tell now if somebody's recording onto tape versus recording digitally? Can you tell, or is it just all like covered up?
I don't tell you the truth. I think the only way I'm able to tell is mistakes.
Yeah, you're right.
See, that's something I kind of go, hey man, that's real. It's got a little bit of mistake. There's a little offbeat. There's a little twang that was off the guitar, or, so I can hear that kind of stuff. Versus with digital, people clean everything up
and quantize everything.
Clean. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's not that it's not good, because that's what you were trying to get to in the analog days was perfect. But now that it's perfect, it's like, I'd almost rather hear some mistakes because I know the people are real.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So yeah,
that's how I feel about it too, though, man. I miss that live sound, man. I miss putting on a tape or a record and hearing the hiss of when you start recording and you wait that 4, 3, 2, boom, and it starts. I miss that, man.
I was out on a date the other night with this girl, and she's cooking dinner and stuff, and she throws on records.
Man, you're still dating, man?
Oh yeah, I don't even want to go
into it. That's awesome, man.
I don't want to go into it, man. But needless to say, yeah. So she put on records, and I was like, oh, this is great. And then you're like, oh, I love that needle sound.
yeah, I miss that too, man. I wish I can go on a date, man. I gotta go on a date, man. It's been too long for me, man. I love my family, but I do miss dating, man. It was a great thing while it lasted. But anyways, man, I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't know if I really want to be dating anymore. That's my problem.
Yeah.
That's besides the point.
The grass is always greener, right?
Well, that's what she said. That's why she's gone.
That's what's up, man. But let's move to your left, man. Alex, I want to talk to you.
Yes.
I know that you're working on this album with KPJ right now.
Yes.
What do you guys plan on doing as for recording and then getting it mixed down and mastered, and then what's the plan behind it?
Well, we haven't talked a whole lot about the plan yet. I guess we're still trying to get the band together, so to speak. But we had a couple options, didn't we, Kevin?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Recording the music is very important, as you know. So the sound of what we're doing is the first priority with everything that we're doing with Alex and putting the band together and all of that. So I record acoustically. I record using Pro Tools, and I haven't found a studio around here in the D.C. area. I usually head out to Los Angeles and record out there. EntourageStudios.com. You could check them out there. But I bring in an engineer, a sound engineer, and a Pro Tools guy. I have two. So when I record, I always just I just want to focus on the music and not worry about all the other technical aspects, because I know who's behind the glass.
Yeah.
I put my team together way before we show up at the studio. So when we show up as musicians, we're just focused on the music, and that's all I want to focus on. I might even bring in a vocal consultant or so. These are all friends of mine that I've known for the last 20, 30 years through California. But the music is the first priority to me, from the drums to the bass to the guitar, and then the last thing we put down is the vocals, and then mixing and then mastering. So there's a whole process. So my first priority is only the music, and then I get into digital release, distribution, and I'm getting relationships with different labels at this point for different artists that I'm working with. So it is, you have to build those relationships. People need to trust you. That's important, because if you're, they don't want...
There's a lot of shady people in this industry, man.
Yeah. So
I know you don't want to say it, man. I'll say it for you. There's a lot of shady people in this industry. We all know it, man.
So trust is important. So as an artist, the label has to trust the artist that they're going to show up to the gig, that they're not going to go off and, break some rooms. And, there's some examples out there of good people, good artists. But,
give us an example, man. Who's if you can go back and just think about all the people that you've worked with, who's that one person that stands out that really made a difference?
Well, in my life, I would say the Yellow Jackets made a big difference with me. And my relationship with the musicians and Russell Ferrante, he's helped me so much. And just staying connected to great musicians. I've always believed, DJ OHLOW, that when you're in a band or hanging around musicians, hang around with the guys that are better than you.
Yeah.
Because really, you're going to get sucked up to their level of musicianship. Because you don't want to be in a band where you're like the best guy in the band. It's because you're going to get sucked down. Okay?
It's an ego booster in a way.
So get with the cats that are doing it. Surround yourself with success. Surround yourself with musicians that know music, because you as a musician will take on a whole new level of musicianship, and that's what's happened to me.
You're right, man.
Throughout the years in my production and in playing and all of that. So
yeah, it was it was really cool when I first met Kevin, because I'd kind of imagined myself as I guess a solo act. That's why like a lot of my style. I guess you didn't hear it too much on the track we played earlier. But when I do the finger picking and thumb slap, I'm kind of trying to play the bass line and a bit of the rhythm and get some chord progressions going all at the same time. But what's cool when I met Kevin is all of a sudden, I realized that, the song that I had written and what I can do on it if I add, other people in. And it sounds kind of simple that, if you add other musicians in, you can bring out other aspects in your music. But it's not always the case. I think you really have to find good musicians who think similarly to you, or think incredibly different from you, but all of a sudden you hear something, you're like, oh, wow, I didn't know that I wanted it to sound that way, but now that I've heard it, I definitely want it to sound that way. Yeah.
Progression, man. You know what I'm saying? We all want to progress, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, man. I'm going to move to my left over here to JB. I shouldn't say JB, man, because people don't know what I'm talking. I call Kevin Peter Jones KPJ.
That's fine. JB's fine.
JB, John Beckham, man. But same question to you, man. What exactly do you do to get your music out?
I don't do a good job at it. So, we've been a band for about 2.5 years, and we've played a bunch of shows, but we don't have anything out. And it's because there's a question, like, if you work really hard and you write this really great song, you record it really well, and it's done, but then you put it out yourself and nobody hears it, it's almost like it's a waste. So what do you do as an independent artist? You put out this music yourself and work on putting it on Facebook, and now it's out I mean, what the hell? What does that even mean?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. What does that even mean? Because a lot of people say, "Yeah, I'm putting a new single out.
And
I got a new album dropping," but all they do is they put it on SoundCloud and then Facebook,
and then it's out, and then it's over, and it's almost. And that's the reason why we're incorporating, labels into, or we're talking with labels about helping us put it out, because that's what they do. They put out music. Me, I write music and produce music. I don't put it out. I mean, I can put it on Facebook or SoundCloud, but I don't have connections to blogs. I mean, I've found that the artists that are really doing it have blogs all around the area or all around the world pushing it out. So like it typically, from what I've seen, is if tastemakers like your music and they start talking about it, then people will follow. I think that if the artist to people doesn't really work, but when other people are talking about your music, that's when it really starts popping off. Because I could tell you, OHLOW, my ish is dope, right? That means absolutely nothing, but if KPJ comes up to you and says, "Yo, listen to JB, his is dope," it means 1,000 times more than the artist.
I like that you edit
themselves.
yourself, man.
Right,
that's good.
But you know what I mean. So it's a problem that as independent artists we all have, and that's one of the reasons why someone would jump ship and join a label or get.
I thought you slipped up for a second, but that's good, man.
Jump ship, jump ship, and that's where the labels come in. That's why you would maybe go with a label, is because that's what they do. Is they put out records and they market records and promote records, and they know people that help you do that.
Hey, can I ask who you're talking to right now?
No,
I can't. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I know. I already know, man. But I tried, man. You know what I'm saying?
So there's a big label in Seattle that I would literally like rip all my clothes off and run the streets if they decided to work with us. But we're talking with them. And then there's a little label in Chicago that's awesome that anybody that's
these are indie labels.
Yeah, these are 3 indie labels.
All right, cool.
Because I've heard too many horror stories about majors.
Well, I mean, in this day and age, I think going with the indie labels is the way now. You know what I'm saying?
Some of the biggest artists are on. I mean, the line between
labels.
So today the line between indie label and major label is almost non-existent right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because with distribution, everybody can put it out online.
Everybody's doing the same thing. Yeah, exactly.
Typically, if we make a song right here, right now, we could put it out on YouTube, iTunes by ourselves on Wednesday using TuneCore.
Yeah.
So the distribution's covered. It's the marketing, promotion. That's all it is.
Well, that was my next question.
And credibility. Yeah. That's why you would get a label as well, is because that name on your record says, "Hey, we have from a long line of quality music, not just us. There's a whole lineage and history of quality music that this label's put out, and we're part of it. So that's why that's part of the reason why you should listen to us."
Yeah. And if people wanted to listen to you and check you out, how can they find you online?
The best way would be to go check out $5 Music Video on YouTube. They are the creative wing of House Studio DC. I don't know if you heard
I know about House Studio, yeah.
Yeah, they came on tour with us to South by Southwest and filmed everything. And there's 5 episodes called LMNOP of each tour day. And there's all of our music's all over that thing.
That's what's up, man.
So $5 Music Video, check it out, or lowercaselettersmusic.com, but there's no music up really there. So
Word. And Natural E, man. We're just going to do, this is the last stretch, man. So I'm going to just give everybody an opportunity to plug in your website, your Twitter, any shout-outs. JB, any shout-outs, man? I want to give a shout-out to Alfie and Ben Tufts myself, man. But you got any shout-outs, man?
DJ OHLOW.
Nah, not me, man. I appreciate it.
Also, Clinton Cole, Kyle. I'm going to give a big shout-out to Kyle Downs. He's an engineer that worked in the D.C. area. He worked on our record. Just moved out to Los Angeles and is now working at the biggest studio.
He's a beast too. I know
Animal.
You're talking about.
He had a 9-to-5 that was paying him crazy money, and now he's following his dream, going out and making half as much, but going to work at the studio where Aerosmith practices. Red Hot Chili Peppers do their practices there.
That's what's
up. He
up,
quit his
man.
job, flying out there. Kyle Downs, thank you so much for the work on the record. I hope you can give me free studio time out there.
That's what's up, man. Natural E, man. I know you always give a shout out to your brother Joe Mays. Mention him in your rhymes and everything, but he's here today, man.
Yes, representing Chieflow. Shout outs to Vietnamese Express and Sinistar. Couldn't make it today. You can find our music at trnoodles.squarespace.com. We got a new site under construction coming soon.
That's what's up, man.
Thanks for having us, O.
What about Chieflow, though? Joe, how can we find you guys online, man?
Well, that's something we're still working on. I'm working on setting up a SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Chieflow. That's CHIEFLOW. But still haven't got anything up there. But
Soon
yeah,
enough, man. Soon enough.
Thanks for having us here.
Yeah,
though.
thanks for coming out, man. I
Appreciate
appreciate you coming out. And to your left, we got Kevin Peter Jones.
Also known as KPJ. Hey, thanks, DJ OHLOW. I also want to thank Alex Nakley for coming out today.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. We're working on his website and going to have media for Alex here soon. My media department's working on that. KPJ's working on his new record. We're going to be working on Alex's record, and we're real excited about it.
So you're in the studio right now, huh? Working hard.
Oh, we're exactly pre-production. Yeah.
And if people wanted to find you one more time, is it KevinPeterJones.com?
KevinPeterJones.com. There's also Kevin Peter Jones on Twitter,
Facebook,
right?
everything.
Facebook and everything like that. And Kevin Peter Jones at Yahoo for email.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And Alex, man, if people wanted to find you online, man, how can they find you?
Well, we've got the department working on it, so I think the best way to find me right now would be through Kevin Peter Jones. I think is probably the best way to do it.
You don't have a Twitter? No Twitter?
I had a Twitter, but I got rid of it recently actually because it's not professional. So I might reinstate it here with more professional language. Yeah, I don't have a Twitter as a musician. I have a personal.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
Mr. Armin, if people wanted to find you online, man, I know you don't have any music right now, but we're gonna get your music up pretty soon, man.
Some music
don't worry.
stuff up actually, and certainly a lot of stuff that we're doing is out there at my website because I do a lot of stuff and give shout out to Black Squirrel, who do sound for their whole systems and their bars.
Oh, that's dope.
We do a lot of installs for those kinds of things, and I also help a lot.
And they're local?
Yeah, they're local.
Oh, okay,
they're
cool.
down DC and done a couple bars.
You got to bring them out one time, man. Yeah,
Go ahead
man.
and bring Amy out here sometimes.
Yeah, we could do it soon. Yeah, man.
And then, it's anything. If anybody wants to find us, it's cssva.com.
And if people wanted, I know you do you do repairs on computers and stuff like that.
So we do a lot of integration for sound studios with computers, and of course, obviously, if you've been down to any of the clubs, I mean, 930 is pretty much running their whole system's now almost computerized.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Crazy.
Everything's computerized now.
So
you got that covered.
A lot of that stuff's covered. Yeah, that's.
If anybody needs someone working on their electric boards, on their digital mixers and stuff,
yeah, you got it.
They can call you.
So
that's what's up, man.
One other shout out to my friend Todd, who played a great show last night of Emmett Swimming.
Cool.
They were down at the State Theater last night.
Oh, State Theater, yeah. We were talking about that earlier.
Doing pretty good.
Premier spot to perform at, man. And then we got my man Kount Fif. Kount Fif, my bad, man. I go by K5, man. I call you K5.
Man, Fif is cool, bro.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So if people wanted to check you out, man, if they wanted to find your music online, if they needed studio time, how can they find you?
You can email me. It's KOUNTFIF. You can @ me on Twitter at Kount Fif, Facebook at Kount Fif, SoundCloud's Kount-Fif. Records I got on iTunes. I did a compilation record called The Swashbuckler Volume 1, The Viking Wars. It's got artists like Royce the 5'9" on it, Helter Skelter. Who else is on?
Like I said before, man, all thoroughbreds, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
All really thoroughbred, hip hop artists, legendary cats, Sadat X, Planet Asia, cats like that. Shout out to my homie Dub Major, producer I'm working with right now, is another homie, part of my team, my homie Young Earth. Shout out to everybody that I've worked with. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to OHLOW. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for coming out, man.
I mean? I have a whole album of Killer Priest called The 3 Day Theory. That record too, Vast Airs record. Ox 2010, A Street Odyssey. It's all on iTunes. It's all out there. YouTube. It's everywhere, man.
Twitter, you got a Twitter?
Yeah, it's at Kount Fif.
Same thing, huh?
Yep.
That's what's up,
That's
man.
KOUNTFIF, not the C. Hip hop slang, we got to change the
K5.
It's Count. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Again, this is On Beat with OHLOW. Coming to you live, man. I just want to thank everyone for coming out, man. This was a great show. And I'll see everybody next week. Peace.